All right. Uh-oh. I dropping frames already? That's not good. No. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hang on. Maybe we're not good. But he's downloading everything in the house right now. Gotta preemptively lower the bitrate a little bit. I've already dropped 420 frames though. That's not good. That's like a quarter of the frames just gone. Oh, my KBS, no. Late stream, we're having having some issues with the internet. Great way to come back after like a week and a half off. Hey Nate. I'm hoping it'll just kind of figure itself out in the next minute or so. Otherwise I might try to see if I can find the source of it. But until then, we're dropping the frame rate. Or not frame rate, the bit rate, rather. Just for the streaming, I'm still recording at a high bit rate. Yeah, now we're at 780 frames dropped, which is not so good. Maybe it's fine now. It's not dropping any frames. That's good. Hey, Jesse. I'm just gonna give it like a minute. Let's see. Oh, I can't. Okay, I don't have my headphones plugged in. That one's my fault. Like I can't hear the game. Is that? Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, I'm like in a weird sleep schedule right now where, you know, for a while I was, you know, I worked later, so I was getting up like right before work, but now I'm starting to get up a little bit earlier. And then today I cycled back and woke up at like 3 p.m. All right, I am now dropping more frames. All right, I'm gonna go check something. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll be back. I didn't figure out what was causing it, but I did step on something incredibly painful and small. It was like a small needle or something. So, get your tetanus shots, kids. I don't know. I think I just go, right? Like, hope it fixes itself soon. Periodically drop the bitrate a bit more. It, if it were like consistently lower, that would be better. But right now, it's like it's My internet is just like dying for a second every 30 seconds. Whatever, I'm just gonna give it a run a try. That's what I'm here for anyways. Hey, Tyler. Of course, by getting up to see what was wrong, I woke up my cat, and now she's curious about everything. Yep, she's very curious about the mic. Oh no, I click restart. Everything is distracting me right now. I should have expected this. This is what happens when you take a week off. You come back and it's just chaos. How was my week? Busy but good. It was one of those. It was just like, don't got time, but it wasn't a bad time. One of these days I'm gonna actually get good at getting back to the first race here, but until then I think I get lost all the time. One of these. Is it really right here? Did I just look up the map and it's 10 feet away? I did. That's right. Okay. I think I was just starting to not get rusty, and then now it's been a week and a half, so I'm probably going to be rusty again. Alright, well, if I can get any green at all on the first real run, I'll take that for sure. I'm looking forward to streaming more this week in general. Kind of missed it. I didn't realize it, but it kind of became like a, I don't know what the word is, but habit, I guess. It just felt weird not to stream for so long. It was weird because I feel like I pretty regularly went like months without doing it before. Hey, Easton. Not too much. Just, goddamn cat getting up where she's not supposed to when she knows that I'm speedrunning. I feel like she knows that I can't, like, scold her right now. So she just gets up and gets up on my desk. Fucking bitch. How dare you. I just have to watch her do it. That's it. Get out of here. My movement there was terrible, so I made the decision to sacrifice the run. I wouldn't mind if she jumped on my lap, but she always goes to, like, these places. Just, like, well, the place. She's really only not allowed in one place in the room. She's lucky she is a very cute cat. That's all I gotta say. She's fucking spoiled. Okay, now she got on my lap. Still distracting, but better. The problem with these runs is I did not do the source of my power, the X-Men Legends preview. Can't have an all races run without it.
A horrible power has been unleashed.
I like how in my chat box that just looks like a regular ass smiley face. And then it just becomes incredibly cursed in the actual chat. I think I startled that guy on the street about 4 times. He's just not having a good day. The frame skip set to 10. I can't do anything about it. I tried to go fix it, it didn't work, so we're just running with it. Trust me when I say that I'm recording at a normal frame rate. Yeah, I'll just go at 50 bit rate. That should fix it, right? I think they actually let you stream at 50 bit rate. What does that even look like? I remember one time I accidentally set the bit rate to like 5 or something, and it was like the minimum bit rate is 50. God, what does that even look like? Ah, I select. God, this is a rough start. Selected yes. My internet's going out. Elephant emulator. Yeah, I think my plan is the same it always is when the internet's being like this, which is give it like 20-30 minutes, and if it's not fixing itself, then we say hopefully tomorrow. Then I quit forever. Yeah, I think that was the plan. I'm not gonna question that. I just believe you. That that big chungus came from a video game. That sure, why not? I'm also not gonna question like why you would say that to me. I assume you have your reasons. Good old cheat engine. Oh, that reminds me. A few days back, somebody named Minecraft Gamer. Shoutouts to Minecraft Gamer if you're here. Messaged me on Discord. And they were like, "Hey, I found a way to like with cheat engine to like escape the out of bounds areas." Which I I just thought their name was funny, but that's cool if that's a thing. The Looney Tunes gotcha game. Okay, that is somehow a more ridiculous message than the first one. There's the Looney Tunes gotcha game. Hang on. Cat is being dumb. Nope. Have I dropped any more frames? Definitely have. But yeah, they were like, you know, all these slot machines are great. Let's make a Looney Tunes one. God damn. I respect the balls. They're just like, you know what? You know what Looney Tunes needs? Slot machine for kids. I mean, what defines as like a useful way to get out of bounds though? Like, it's not like it's gonna, unless you mean like without cheat engine. Because if you're using cheat engine, then obviously not allowed in a speedrun. Yeah, gotta get them started while they're young. That's what all the loot boxes are for. I gotta kick this cat out. She is being an asshole and a half right now. You are banned from this room. Time to go. I think I've had to ban 2 people from my stream, and one of them was my cat. Yep, I sent her to Brazil now. And I'll do the same to anybody else who interrupts my speedruns. Oh yeah, Nate. It reminds me of the clip out of bounds in Mysterio's Funhouse in this game, where it does everything but finish the mission. You can go to the very end. You can break the mirror. It even like activates the trigger to like enter the final room, but it doesn't finish the mission. It does everything else. I love the evolution of the Brazil meme because at first it was just like fans asking some pop star to come to Brazil repeatedly, and then it's evolved into like Brazil being this like hell zone that you're forced to go to against your will. You don't have a choice in the matter. What if I interrupt my speed run? Well, then I gotta go. I'll ban myself. Technically, every time I reset, I interrupt my speedrun, so maybe I should be banned. Okay, barring any more... Okay, casual gold for the first split. Barring any more interruptions, I would like to actually get decently far in this run. Maybe. Internet is up and down right now, and I'm just kind of hoping it's gonna stabilize. It seems like it's getting slightly better. I don't know why it's like this sometimes, but American internet still fucking garbage somehow after all these years. Yeah, we need to ban the internet. That would solve all these problems. But only from my chat. Okay. Yeah, China banned the internet. China banned Google from their YouTube chat. Feels weird calling it YouTube. I still want to call it Twitch chat. Like, I don't have problems with anything else, but my brain still wants to call it Twitch chat even though I'm streaming on YouTube. Oh, flew right over that shit. Should I just go down to, like, potato quality? You think that's the play? We were talking about 50... 50... What was it? 50 bitrate earlier? Maybe I should try that out. This is a truly chaotic mess of a stream, isn't it? The good news is the ratio of frames being dropped is going down. That it's more the bitrate that affects it. Also, I'd have to change a lot of settings to stream at 720 instead of 1080.
If you only
But-
knew.
So I have lowered the bitrate. Like, here, I just fucked up, so I'll lower it again. And also, I have only been lowering the bitrate that I'm streaming at. I haven't been lowering the bitrate that I'm recording at. So I'm going to lower my bitrate that I'm streaming at to 4,000. But I'm still recording at 6,500 bitrate. Actually, I'll lower it even a little bit more since it seems like I'll need... This is probably going to look bad on the viewer's end, but I literally can't think of anything else to do to fix it. I mean, for 1080p, that's kind of low. I normally, for context, I think I started the stream at like 5.5k or something like that. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna go to my channel and see how it looks. Well, you know, I think this is my fault for going to check during a loading screen. I have no reference. Balan Wonderland, I have no idea what that is. I guess it doesn't look that bad. It is still a 480p game. I never tweeted out that I was... Maybe I shouldn't tweet out this stream. This stream's a mess. Balan Wonderland sounds like an obscure JRPG from the mid-2000s. I'm gonna assume that's what it is. What am I thinking of? What's that speedrun that's like 300 hours? What game is that? Biting Katos or something? I don't think that's right. But it's something like that. That was what I thought you meant at first. You at... Yeah. That's true. That's how you get blocked by everybody too. I have so many accounts blocked on Twitter. Just anytime, like, I don't know if this works for anybody else or if it's just my, you know, not that I would use an ad blocker, but or if it's just my ad blocker. But if I block an account on Twitter, even if it's an ad, it goes away. So I just every time I see an ad, I just block the account and then I never see it again. I probably have thousands of Twitter accounts blocked of random corporations and shit. Which is kind of badass. A terrible rushed mess of a game that cost $60. So you're saying it's a Sonic the Hedgehog spiritual successor in every sense of the word. I'm still dropping frames, even at like half bit rate. This might just not get better. I should spend $60 on it. You know what? Your elevator pitch has been pretty good so far, so maybe, like, yeah, this game sucks. You should spend money on it. I'm not gonna say there are no good Sonic games, but I'm gonna say I've never played a good Sonic game. I've played a decent amount of Sonic games. I have not played a good Sonic game. I don't think I played. I've not played very. Have I played? Let's see. Played Heroes and both the Sonic Adventures and some other 3D one, and I think I played Sonic, like the original Sonic. I tried to play that, and I couldn't do it. I think there's one more. I think I played... There was like a Wii Sonic game that nobody liked, and everybody forgot about. Why is Sonic even relevant? Because the marketing ploy worked. He hit all like the weird notes that he needed to attract like counterculture preteens, and it still works to this day. Not that I have anything in particular against counterculture preteens, but There was one Sonic game where he had a sword, and that one looks that one might be my favorite just because I feel like I've never heard about it, and every once in a while like check to see if that was a real thing, and then it was, but I've never seen any gameplay of it. So I always try to imagine what Sonic with a sword would look like. Like what type of game that is. Is that what it's called? Sonic and the Black Knight? I think it was on Wii. I remember seeing it in Game Informer. Way back in the day when like getting the GameStop membership got you Game Informer subscription. Or maybe it was Nintendo Power. If it was old enough, I might have had a subscription to Nintendo Power. I am back, Dr. Jazzy. And in lower bitrate than ever. That's not true. When I started streaming, I was probably running like 2K bitrate. That said, for the first time this stream, over 90% of the frames actually made it to YouTube. Oh, 9, yeah, it was probably Game Informer then, if it was that late. 2009, like, goddamn. Halo 3 was out, and they're like, yeah, Sonic with a sword. Let's do it. That's kind of cool, actually. They're just like, yeah, just give him a sword. Who gives a shit? We'll beat Dark Souls to the punch. Or as I like to say, Dark Souls is the Sonic and the Black Knight of dark fantasy games. Yeah, Expense is right. I feel like I've taken psychic damage from this stream, and you know what? That's alright. At least we're here. I was having technical issues like before the stream started too. Like OBS didn't want to work, my capture card didn't want to work, my mic didn't want to work. I think the universe just doesn't want this stream to happen, and I'm just actively defying it. Hey, that's right. Halo 5 just flat out didn't have split screen for some reason. I guess because new game, but you know. Oh, you're too late, Nate. As soon as you said that, we're green. Oh, back to red. Definitely back to red. I'm missing that shit. Like, I know the arc they want you to take there, but it's just... I don't know. Right? It's... You have to go, like, so slow to make it work. I feel like I always overshoot it. What emote even is that? Red square, you know what? That's pretty accurate, actually. On Discord, with some of my friends, we'll always try to find, like, the most absurd, emote names. There's some really long emote names, like, one of them, we found was like 2 women police officers carrying, I forget what they were carrying, but it was like a full sentence. So this movement. I'm just like, goddamn, if you need like a full sentence to describe your emote, maybe it doesn't need to be an emote. Or maybe it should be an emote, and we should just see how long we can get. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Still dropping frames somehow, but I think it's like dying down. I'm dropping way less frames. Yeah, somebody somebody took descriptive variable names to the max there. Not that Mike Gold. This is another one of those races where you just kind of get going too fast for it. I mean, I agree that it sucks, but at the same time, Rust comes back pretty quick in this game. Like, the derusting process compared to something like a fighting game is not that bad. It's just you really suck for a little bit.
Back at ya.
Or at least that's my experience with it. For me, I'm more worried about forgetting stuff in this category, like where to go at times. It's so fucking long. I guess the story goes with the races in this game, and this is just an internet rumor that I heard, not necessarily true, but I guess one guy made all of them, and supposedly he just didn't have anything. They were like, they had a while till release, and like he was just the race guy, and he had done all the races he wanted to, so he just kept making more and more until they released the game. I don't know how true that is, but I like the idea of just like being like, okay, that's 100. Should I work on something else? And they're just like, no, make more. We need 50 more. You want to task all races? That's a long task right there, buddy. But I mean, if anybody's gonna do it, you're the one. We just need Dolphin to work now. Toby 3 has more than 3 races, right? Somehow that loop counted. I'm not questioning it. Yeah, there's a middle ground somewhere here, I think. I don't know. I've always been of the opinion. Well, okay, cool grab. That 150 might be a bit much. I feel like this run it dies here. Yeah. $24 might be a little small. I feel like 50 would be nice. Somewhere between like 30 and 50. Oh, is the brown square for when the run dies? Is that the... Toby one has races? Those quotes gotta mean something, because I don't remember there being races. I don't even remember what the save file names are. Are they just all Toby? I can't remember. I've made so many save files in this game over the years. I wish that they would let you save more than 3. I would like to have a save file for like every situation, everything I ever need to practice. Oh yeah, that was a thing with older games. It's like, if you go to games from like, you know, like 2002 and back, I think it's sort of starting to die out by the time Toby 1 came out, but like they just have these intense training modes, or like, you know, like the training mode is its own level. It's not like part of the game. Or they'll have like, you know, 20 training missions. I feel like now in more modern games you see them as just like part of the game instead, which isn't necessarily better. Like being able to skip it is usually good, especially if it's gonna be long-winded. $2. That's a lot of tutorial. But I guess it is a fighting game. So if they're gonna do like character tutorials and stuff, then that would make sense. Oh, come on, dog. I'm better than that. I can hit that. Oh, I wanted to glide, but I actually did the swing. I think that doesn't happen. Like, you'd think that that would happen more often, but it really doesn't very often. Yep. I feel like that I've clipped into that particular building before in that exact way. Maybe it like has to load in after you finish the race and it doesn't always do it in time. And the new Monster Hunter, they have like a part where it's like press L to walk. It's like, yeah, no shit. What do you mean? Like, you don't need to tell me to do that. You're a complicated enough game. You don't need to like waste time telling me how to walk. You can miss the, hang on. Okay, it doesn't go around the whole pole.
Looks like you're having a little trouble. See, the thing about challenges...
Pole swings are weird. The controls are just weird. I'm just checking to see. Definitely dropping a lot less frames. I don't know if it's like safe to go try to, start cranking that bitrate back up or what. Guess I'll find out. Yeah, and it's like, well, they're good while my bitrate's low, so should I turn it up? Like, I could do the safe option, but that's worse, but I could do the dangerous one. I've gone way past my destination. I'm just gonna up it a little bit. Never mind. Oh my god, I just dropped frames as soon as I literally picked up my mouse and I just saw like my bar go like whoop. I'm like, okay, well, never mind. Never mind. I guess we'll stay. This will probably be a shorter stream since internet is being like this, but I'll give it a few more shots. DDoS was successful. Yep.
Back at you.
Did I ever finish KH2? I finished the story, but I haven't finished the post game. And I'm thinking either next stream or the stream after that, I'm probably going to continue. But I've been focusing a little bit more on Spider-Man stuff. I definitely do want to finish that, like, for good. And after that, I'll have to pick up another secondary game, I think. Still haven't quite decided exactly what's next. Obviously got some contenders. Yeah, but once I finish Kingdom Hearts 2, nobody else is allowed to play it anymore. So better do it while you can. 'Cause once it's gone, it's gone. Balin. I'll have to try some shit post game sometime, but I feel like I'll probably stick to like actually good games, at least for a little bit. Yeah, Nintendo just fucking kills him. I probably would have bought that like 3D Mario pack if it weren't limited time. Like the scarcity like gimmick actually put me off of it because I was like, well, if it's scarce, like I just don't want to support that shit, so I just didn't buy it. And also it's like, well, if it's scarce, they're probably not gonna like support it and shit like that. It's like, not that they would anyways because they're Nintendo, but artificial scarcity. Yeah. It's just such a like shitty thing. Like I understand you not wanting to print it anymore, but that's like actual work, but like keep just removing it from your servers is such a fucking scummy thing to do. That and the fact that the Mario 64 port is the Shindu edition, that was like, alright, well, definitely not getting it now. Because I want to like BLJ and shit. PS2 USB. Like it, like for your PC or... You bought it? Yep. They got you. They got you. Unfortunate. That's kind of neat, Nate. I don't think I would really... I don't think there's any PC... Yeah. I'll rephrase that. I don't really want to ever use a PS2 controller again, but... Just for the gimmick of it, that's kind of cool. I have no idea what that means, Andrew. I don't get it. I'm not gonna ask either. But this is also kind of me asking at the same time. But, you know, like, in a cooler way. You only ever want to play SM2? Dang, even I'm not like that. That's some dedication. Or you're just apathetic to all their games, I don't know. I've been playing Monster Hunter Rise on my Switch, which is pretty good. Pretty good game. Not convinced it's the best Monster Hunter on Switch, but you know, good game. What am I doing? Oh shit, that swing actually worked. Okay, never mind, I know what I'm doing exactly. Okay, fear of missing out, Mount... God, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, the USB-I controller. That's not English. The USB controller I use. What are these called? Afterglow Xbox 360 controller. It's basically just like a variant of like the Xbox 360 controller, which is pretty good. That's what I'm playing. That's what I'm using right now to play as well. So it just kind of does everything. It plays the two different types of games, Spider-Man 2 and not Spider-Man 2 games. Wow. Amazing awning bonk right there. I just fucking stopped. I feel like the awning would be completely destroyed if you actually flew into it at that speed. Yep, that counted. I did not think that was going to be close enough. Yeah, I guess the difference between this and like the, the other like knockoff Xbox 360 controllers is this one actually feels like an Xbox 360 controller in a very good way. Prefer the PlayStation joysticks. The sticks themselves are fine, but their layout is just wrong. I can never get used to it. Even though I used a PlayStation controller first. I think that's how I know it's wrong, is that I used a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 1 with like the twin stick, and I had a PlayStation 2 with the DualShock. And I still think that layout is wrong. I mean, I always saw Peter Parker as a very soft and gentle person. I don't think he's harder than a regular person at all. Can't find a good controller with the PlayStation stick location. It's because there aren't any. Oh, got him. I don't actually care if you like it. Got no quarrel with me, buddy. Yeah. PlayStation 4, at least, I agree. Like, they're at least, like, far enough that I'm not constantly bonking my thumbs into each other, although it does still sometimes happen. Is there a tiny delay between audio and video for the game? I wouldn't be surprised. Like, everything else technologically has been fucking up today, so we could add my capture card to that pile. Which sometimes does happen with this capture card. It's like the one flaw of it is that sometimes it gets delayed. And also, I think my mic might be like a second or so earlier for me than for everybody else, if that makes sense. Because my capture card is like a half-second delayed from when I see it to when it actually is recorded on my laptop. I mean, you don't even need to do that. Like, you can just do Steam Big Picture Mode supports PS4 controllers if you just plug them in. And then you could just run your games through that. Like, you can even run an emulator, just add it to Steam and run it through that. It's like a little bit out of the way, but it just works. Very cool. I was looking for something else to go wrong during this stream. This is just such a chaotic mess. I'm just gonna finish out this run, whatever happens with it. Okay, I'll say this about big picture mode. UI, gross. Like, feedback, terrible. But it just does what it needs to. Like, it supports the controllers, it makes them work on, like, everything, which I very much appreciate. So overall, it's a W, although I think it could be improved a ton, particularly in the UI, and actually, you know, the fact that it has to be in big picture makes configuring it really annoying, because it's like, okay, well, there goes that run. It just works. It's like Skyrim 76, my favorite game. Thanks for the mod. Yeah, I went through and modded like all 7 of your channels because I wasn't sure which one you were going to show up with next. It just works. Unlike everything that I've tried to do on this stream, my bitrate's shit, dropping frames, my cat's jumping up on everything, my capture card's delayed with the audio. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get robbed soon. But you know what? I came back. I didn't take like 3 months off like I normally do of streaming. And I'll be back in like a couple days or something. I just checked. I lost a YouTube sub, which is kind of badass. You come back and you lose one. But we're still going. Like to design a custom controller. I don't know. What would you change? Unless you just mean like modding the controller itself. Like the design, would you like add another button? My biggest thing that I would like to see is support for like joystick plus mouse. You know what I mean? Like I want to hold my controller like this and then I'm just aiming with the mouse and moving with my joystick. Oh, I have checked Discord. That is a nice controller you've sent me. I feel like I would just want to. My mod would just be like a really shitty decal of Sonic the Hedgehog, since we were talking about him earlier. I feel like that'd be like the most in spirit of this stream. With a Joy-Con. Joy-Cons always get a free pass because like they're not a good controller, but it's like, what else are you gonna plug into the Switch or mobile, you know? Like, you gotta use them. Oh, hey, Rex Drop. You've just caught the end of a very short, chaotic stream. I'm gonna log off pretty soon. I'm actually wondering, like, because sometimes some of these timers, you know, in this game, some of the timers go forever and some don't. I think. I don't know if that's true for the races or not. So I'll just wait another like 5 minutes because I think some of them stop at 10 minutes. Joy-Con in one hand, mouse in the other. It's me showing up for my divorce hearing. Good to know that I apparently still have swingless muscle memory. The part that I don't get is, like, I understand, you know, the sticks not being great because it's like they don't have like a super solid foundation. Why is the D-pad bad on Joy-Cons? They had to choose to make it that bad. It's not like it's the worst, but like, why are they round and separated? It's just weird. I don't know if I'm alone in thinking that the Joy-Con D-pad is bad, but I'm sure that I'm not alone, but they're gonna put in the textures of like the project. Is it? I don't know if it's Re or RE. I'm gonna say RE. Then it just sounds like I'm talking about Resident Evil. Whatever. They're gonna. I do like the Xbox textures better, anyways, but so that they can be buttons when. I guess that kind of makes sense, but I feel like I would rather have a good D-pad than like a bad D-pad that can also be used as a bad half of a controller. But at least that's like a legitimate explanation that I hadn't thought about. So we'd have to figure out how to actually mod the game proper for Project RE to come to anything other than Dolphin. I don't think I've ever actually gone in these basketball courts. I always forget that they're here, and then I see them like, oh yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the next stream in a day or two being better than this one. That's all I have to say. Other than that, I'm just waiting for this timer to run out. I want to see what happens. You want PC Joy-Cons, so you like take your monitor and you just slap the Joy-Cons on, and then you just have this huge monitor. Like, yep. Play this in my bed.
Hey, buddy, come on already.
What? A controller in 2 parts? I don't ever use the Joy-Cons like as an actual controller. I only ever use them for the Switches and not in docked mode, so I guess I'm saying that I don't feel you there. Although I have heard people say that they're nice for like, you know, just lying down so that you don't have to like have your hands close together when you're lying down. Without jumping, well, I haven't done a speedrun without using webs because that's not possible, but I did some web zips and such. Also, the other ones, you gotta jump to get through the Statue of Liberty. Unfortunate. Well, you have to jump or web zip. You can't do neither. Although I would like to do a jump list challenge at some point in the near future. I think that would be a challenge run to do. Especially because certain things that really shouldn't be counted as jumps are jumps. Like, I just jumped. Like, a web zip counts as a jump for some reason. Oh yeah, it's coming. Oh, it just ends it. Okay, there you go. I guess we know now. If you run the timer, the challenge just stops. I guess that's probably what I should have expected, but for some reason I wasn't expecting it to ask me to try again. Back it up. Yep, I think that's all she wrote for this fucking cursed stream. I had fun though. And like I said, I'll be back later this week. But other than that, thanks for watching and shit, everybody. And peace out.